Wind is so far.
Probably be down south. The wind, the tunnels
And flooding as well.
again down south. Watching the house on the hill, up the mountain.
There's a heat wave.
Quite warm today. Everybody's coming to London this weekend on Sunday, I think. They'll be staying in London for a few days, enjoying the sightseeing. That's where the hurricane is. When they're blowing around in England, but it's horrible. Why the heck did it come to England? We're trying to find that every day, man. It's not new. Not just London, it's the whole of UK is like this. I'm making a rush back to California.
Unless they get stopped by the terrorists. Check.
It's like bad luck, isn't it? I think they're going to fly from Los Angeles, and there's lots of riots in Los Angeles. I don't even know if they'll get to fly.
They shouldn't be.
No, they'll be able to
Wahhabi,
fly.
that's why.
I don't know if they're Wahhabi. I'll go to the hospital first and then to Tesco on the way back.
You can go Tesco tomorrow.
If you want, okay, you can choose that for you.
Just go to the petrol station. Biscuits for that. There's one near there, isn't there? The carpet shop there. Tesco's open too late anyway, so yeah. You just do the hospital now, because then I makes her feel better. Right, so the other stuff.
It's good, there's no traffic. There's a big chip shop here. No customers. I didn't know this, but Beethoven was black. Huh? Now they're telling everybody, oh, did you know he had curly hair and he was dark skinned? Now he's African. He was one of the first musicians over there. From the vibrations, he got music.
news series of the BBC, that title.
Have you been to a gay disco before?
No.
I don't think I'd have the nerve.
You are saying that there is some sinister organisation, possibly based in this building.
It's Annie because she's a fat old cow.
You know better than I want.
But there happens to be reminiscence of concerns to books.
What classifies anything individual?
The world's Doctor. Well, his new series.
I wonder why
of
pollen and
changes
so prominent in Nazar as well.
eroded and it
You can get your pollen.
It's only British pollen. When you go to Turkey and Morocco now, I don't get this pollen.
We've lost our ability to
It's the
navigate.
the
Now
doctor
You
told me
maintain these very well, do you?
British grass.
with any certainty what's coming next.
Rather.
I asked Adam when he came into the World Tonight studio.
Yeah, if you don't let it seed, you don't have the pollen. But if we don't let it, other people do, and the seed flies in the air.
Very simple.
It's the
Why is
British
it
grass
that in our
that
country, not only
Just
do
change
those
the
in
grass
charge
to
think
something
about
else.
the future, but why are we so
you get Australian grass.
What is the mood today? The mood is of uncertainty, a sense of always being on the edge of something but never knowing quite what it's going to be. And underlying that, I sense both.
See, look along here, look all this.
melancholy.
The grass
So
is
I
fully
want to
mature, you can see
think
the seeds.
As someone who
That's
tends
all
to
pollen.
go back and and you use it as a way of coming back to
You can't get all of it down here, you can't come here and
maybe we're
spray a path clear up here. All mature.
and individualism rose up. I want to go back and trace why
Why they
that
don't
uncertainty,
maintain
sense of
them?
dread, and sense of precariousness happened.
But the
Why
public
there's a
organisation,
chance
the private ones, they do them, and then the public ones don't.
Did you then have the
Suppose if it rains, it will bring all the pollen back to the ground.
illustrated, or is it in a sense that somewhere in the art you can get your recall?
Because I'm a sort of boring political journalist underneath.
Suppose, and it's not too windy today, so you don't get much pollen.
And I soon began to discover
We'll
lots
get
of
some.
footage that had been captured by the BBC during that time, which, quite frankly, they captured that age beautifully. And I soon began to realise that actually what you were watching was not just changes and shifts in power at a high level. What you began to see was a shift in consciousness.
It's such nice weather, you want to enjoy it. Right?
Yeah, like in Turkey, in the evening, you should go everywhere for a walk. Never had hay fever. Just go to the seaside and you get. If you ever get a boat, we'll park it in Turkey.
You know, it says Allah loves sneezing, but He hates yawning. I don't know why. I think that's because of the. That's one of the
Because the
ideas for Nazar,
sneeze
isn't it?
Sneeze is something that you can't control, but yawning is something you can control. And it's not control. And it's like
See, that's from.
sneezing is a reflex, and if you get the pollen or something, you know, involuntary. Yawning is not involuntary.
The antihistamines, they're supposed to be very important.
Yeah, I need to get some.
Targeting when it's there.
So the other thing they say nowadays, they're saying get stung by nettles. If you get sticky nettles in your they give you automatically histamine, they give you histamine straight away.
We've got a gay disco as well. This is like 1982 and 1983. I don't know when I'd like to go to
You
that.
don't want to get
Do you
stung
want
at
to
night
come?
time,
Yes,
and all
I
night
will.
long you're itching.
But
But in the
also,
daytime you get
let's
stung.
cut to a bunch of Welsh miners
I don't mind getting stuck in the day.
in the showers after their shift with no embarrassment about it. What that does is actually not just about the rise of individual gay rights and identity politics, as opposed to
Wild. That's a because was the summer.
Yep.
Okay, wat gaan we nou doen? Wat wij omging?
Exercise is the best cure.
Yeah. The olden days, people had no illnesses because there was twice the amount of oxygen in the atmosphere. Another thing, when you build a new house, we'll make oxygen tanks all night long from 8 o'clock to 8 o'clock in the morning. The oxygen is being pumped through the house. Set it up like that. At least 3 times a week or 4 times a week. When you're sleeping, your body's getting proper oxygen. It cures everything. Oh, it's close. Oh, it's close. Or at least on the weekend.
Even the altitude training is a good.
Yeah, that's what those the fastest runners come from Ethiopia because they're from the highlands.
There's a sort of idolatry almost beyond understanding. Why do you think that is? I don't know, it's just something lost something. There's so much about animals we do not understand. So much about animals that we do not know. Their different levels of thought, their different kinds of dimensions. Anyone can do anyone. And I got home, I learned about it this way. I just remember the thumping wagon tail.
It's so expensive though, these medications. It's like £12 for 200 millilitres.
Yeah.
That's where you gotta have
For which illness?
for hay fever. And allergies.
It just gets
That's
done
the
by
money.
stinging nettle. I'm sure there are more natural remedies than stinging nettle. I'll have a look. I think comfrey leaf does the same.
Like Manuka honey is 20 quid.
Yeah.
That would sort it out.
But honey is honey.
You're preaching to the choir with us, don't you? What is, but then you obviously want to
That's 90p, but it's not as...
on paper.
Just because they've tested Manuka, they've not tested the others. They're saying, oh, it's got a higher this. But all honeys have that. Because the bees make them. And the thing is, the bees that make from your local flowers have more potency than the bees from New Zealand or Australia. They don't have these flowers or these hay fevers over there. You're better off with local honey than Manuka. You go to a health food shop, you can pick up local honey. There's so much there. I'll get some next time I go.
In tobacco factories, they have the immune system is so
Zero allergies, huh? Yeah, they have no allergy whatsoever.
They have all the machinery as well that they plant. That's what we do.
Even they're saying farmers don't have allergies in hay fever because farmers are working in the pollen all the time. They never have any allergies. They're always, if you immerse yourself in it, you won't get it anymore. Farmers don't do hay fever and all that. They're constantly in the pollen. I don't know if it's the animals that they work with or if it's the fact that they work with pollen all the time. Maybe it's because they work with animals. Animals give them that immunity.
And it was actually through dogs, because dogs are famously fantastic for support and emotional support and mental health support. And it was like comparing Maxwell and also what my little dog Candy did for me when I was a little boy as well. Quite something lovely. I was a drawing little boy and what Candy meant to me then. And I was sort of drawing Harold. Upstairs looking to dash down and see me, and he wasn't there, and I got in, and Mum was just standing in the hall and she said I had to go to dinner to be put down. I've never, because it's often the child's first experience, isn't it? And I've never felt like that. I've never felt like that because I was young, because I didn't know exactly what you say, Jim. It was the first experience of bereavement, and it just hit me like an absolute hammer, and it still reverberates. And while we're on
The sheets over the charger, well, they must short circuit when it rains.
You were
weird.
on the phone.
So it's just electricity.
Using the house of strange comfort.
Order pizza and curd. If Chris Eubank is fighting this weekend, then you hear the news.
I know, but people can empathise. You know, I think it's great that dogs help you release your emotions because it's a way of communicating at a very.
Adam Azim was supposed to fight last week, and then the fight got cancelled because the other guy took drugs.
Particularly on this show, you know, so I want our listeners to tune in, especially for this hour. So, you know, Nikki, you'd agree, you know, that people can resonate. That's the thing. The dogs, they are a bridge. They open the world up for you. You know, they help you interact if you're lonely.
Emerging young Argentinian DJ and producer Disset, who's quickly positioned himself as one of the most promising talents in the global electronic music scene. His unique style blends tech house and minimal with hip-hop influences, and has gained a firm nod of approval from the likes of Jamie Jones, Michael Baby Fisher, and us too. Really excited to have him on the show. This man can program some wicked rhythms. We are going in to sit in the mix for me, Pete Tong.
There comes the rain. The rain from Spain. Only this is a storm they're talking about. Even planes won't land in a storm. I wonder how a plane are going to get here. It's from the 80s kind of music. Main drive. Second table, so you can cycle for that part. Wait. Oh yeah, bike up there. Subway here, yeah? Salam. Go to the burritos place. You want that one?
We get it tomorrow.
You don't have petrol station.
This one.
Get it.
And all these cars are ruining everything. Look at that. So many of them after we've done all this medication. Went all this way just to make sure we're okay.
Yeah, but they're going the wrong way. They're not in our way. Look, they're going the other way. We're going this way. You want to go to the Shell or not? Left.
We go tomorrow. I'll go home.
Where would I come for the chicken food? There's a farm shop on the right here. That's a garden center that I get the chicken. Which one?
That shop that you go to.
I don't think so, but it's worth finding out. Man, this guy's got lights upside down. Lit up the whole neighborhood. Tokies. Toki. Well lit up, huh? Brighton, it's one of these guys. Look like Arabs or nothing. Nightclub.
COVID is so prevalent still.
Stupid place to go to a nightclub. Let's go. There's a new variant out there calling it the Nimbus. Anyway, we didn't get the previous variation. This Moscow. Hopefully this is the last variant, and after this maybe there's no more. How can they have so many variants? Human beings don't develop immunity to them all.
Back of the house, 3 stories of sandstone. A woman emerges from a door and begins to roll herself a cigarette. Clara has a moment to observe. The woman looks to be somewhere in her late 30s. Her hair is lightish, piled on top of her head. Clara picks up her bag and walks over the ground towards her. The woman is like, I'm really sorry, but the estate is closed today. It's a funeral this week. I know. Clara makes her voice as calm as she can. I came for the funeral.
It's not a brainstorming, it's just a few drops of rain.
It's really just bad this weekend.
But it's raining heavier down south. Birmingham. Lord Ali, Yemen is Lord Ali will be running his wife at full speed. What car is driving today?
Jesus. I'm so sorry. The woman thrusts out the hand that isn't hers. Anissa, she says. We emailed. It's lovely to meet you.
Let's get this past this
Clara
test.
reaches out. They shake. I'm sorry about your father. About God. Friends. I mean, we weren't close. Okay, Anissa says. I can show you to your room if you like. I know where you want to go to. And then sleep. Whatever. Sure. My room would be great. Thanks. Clara goes around some stairs to a long landing where Issa opens the door and opens the door. There's no bathroom or toilets right out on the landing or down the road. That's all. She places her bag on the carpet beside her. Great. Well, I'll be downstairs. Just calm down a minute. It's coffee, tea, cupcakes, lunch, whatever you need. Issa takes her leave. Clara is exhausted, full of jittery energy. Her room is at the front of the house. Through the window, she can see the gold library hanging on the wall. Quote Uninterrupted by Emily Keenan. Milo lifts his vape and takes a pull. His sister's face sitting behind his marvelous desk. Her desk. Speaking to him like he's a child. Maybe you can make a start.
Do you reckon he's gonna win the race?
I reckon it's going to be Verstappen. He seems to be faster in practice 1. I don't know what it'll be like in practice 2. McLarens are coming 7th and 8th, man. They not got there. This track doesn't seem to suit their car. George Russell is 2nd fastest. And that Dave Cooch guy, Leclerc crashed his car into the wall, so I don't know where the Ferraris are at. What was interesting was the Williams came 3rd, man. That Carlos Sainz, his car's fast. This track suits them. It all depends on whose car starts eating tires first.
Rescued. These people
So the Williams are pretty good on their tires, but so are the Red Bulls. If they stay in the front, they don't have any issues.
Mercedes are also good.
Yeah, Mercedes are great.
Especially when he and his fellow workers were hiring
No, Russell would be higher.
Yeah. Russell's not consistent. I think Lando Norris is better than George Russell. I think Piastri is better than Lando Norris. But their cars aren't working this. Maybe they'll get them dialed in before the race. There's still 2 more practices left. McLaren are very good with their tires, so we'll see what they can do with the aerodynamics. The circuit is full of fast corners, and McLaren will seem to dial in well.
How he had collapsed on the jetty and broken, covered in his own blood. How dead.
Close every door to me Andrew Webber. Jason Don, never
like
known
that,
can
bro?
never know. Allan o
Tell them.
sioe gerdd Joseph and amazing technical abilities.
You get drowsiness and histamine as well. Like,
best of time at night time. Sleep well.
Generally, don't make it hard.
Oh, those brakes, man. You smell them? You slammed them on, man. You don't want to stop. It's coming fast.
I wonder why it broke.
You see the smoke? I was wondering the smoke. Wow. This thing, the rubber bird, slammed on the brakes, man. I hope he didn't hit those cars. The idiot just stopped in the road to turn right without indicating. Truck slammed on him. That's how they jackknife the back and stuff.
New pad now.
And new tires as well for flat spots.
Turn right to the right.
The idiot in front, the taxi driver just decided to stop. You got to indicate first. His mirror signal maneuver. He didn't even mirror. He didn't even signal. He just stopped to commit the maneuver.
Windproof.
What's that?
You're gonna rain again, isn't it?
Yeah, clouds on the
Thunder and light.
Probably not much. Maybe it will.
It's sunny in the morning as well.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
The barbecue.